What's going on, everyone? You're watching Vision Paradox TV, the place to be to learn social media marketing strategies for your online business, your small business, your tech startups, or your personal brand. Today we're going to be talking about the 5 mindsets that I think you need to have when doing social media marketing. When people are trying to achieve a certain goal, people are trying to lose weight, try to get a new job, try to achieve a relationship, or try to, put themselves out there. So why is it people fall short of the goals that they want to achieve? It's not so much, the tactics or the strategies. You can have all of that. You can have all the right resources, but if you don't have the right mindset, which is like the key ingredient into any sort of success, then you're always going to fall short of it. I mean, you can have the dopest gear, you can have the best content for your social media, you can have all of that, but if you are constantly, paper cutting yourself or hedging because of certain self-doubt, that's where you're going to find yourself falling short every single time. So if you're here to blow up your accounts or really leverage social media for a tech startup, business, personal brand, whatever it is, the important thing, I can't stress enough, is to have a proper mindset, to have a proper framework for you to be able to operate. So before I get into the mindsets, make sure you hit like and subscribe so you get updates on videos like this. Let's get to it. Mindset number 1 is that this is the long game. You're not going to get 100,000 followers overnight. You're not going to 10x your revenue within a week. It's going to take time. There's a lot of moving parts that you have to not just learn but implement, and getting good at these things take time. So it's not just getting the results take time, but it's also being patient with yourself to be able to properly execute. So be patient with yourself. Mindset number 2 is that consistency breeds results. Whether it's once a week, once a day, 3 times a day, 3 times a week, consistency breeds results. The people who are legends, the people who are considered greats, didn't show up once in a while whenever they felt like it. Your social platform is like a TV channel, and the content you share is like a TV show. If you're not consistent on when you post, people are going to be confused or maybe even frustrated. Mindset number 3 is be objective with your content. What you think is good might suck to other people and vice versa. I think what holds people back is that they're too subjective with their content and what other people are going to think. So obviously you want to put your best foot forward, but you don't want that to be a hindrance of you showing up consistently. Because when it comes to social, things move fast. I mean, if some of you guys already have your own social profiles, I'm pretty sure some of you may have experienced those times where you share a piece of content that you thought sucked and it blew up, or the reverse, where you shared a piece of content that you thought was going to do well and it just flopped. So put your best foot forward, get it to the point where it's best as you can. Once you put your content out there, your audience, the market, will decide whether your content is good or not, because ultimately it's the rest of the world that kind of judges if your content is going to be a hit or not. There are certain ways to make sure, there's formulas to make sure that it does go viral, it does go big, but it doesn't. But just because there's a formula, just because there's a step-by-step process, doesn't always guarantee it. Create it as best as you can, whether you think it sucks or not, post it. So mindset number 4 is social media is about building connection with your potential audience. The difference with social media marketing versus traditional marketing is that you can get direct market insights from the horse's mouth, straight from the people that you're trying to sell to, whether it's your product or your service. You can get feedback or even survey them on what their certain challenges are, what they think and how you can improve your product, with like all of that instantly just by commenting, direct messaging. And not only does that give you insights to improve your product or build an awesome product, but that also builds brand equity. People start getting to know your brand, liking it, and that means they trust you more, which means they're more likely to buy whatever product you promote. So mindset number 5 is your end goal is the byproduct of your work. Very, very, very easy, kind of lame kind of example, but I think it illustrates the point I'm trying to make. So I'm trying to put my hand on the back of that couch. You can already probably envision me kind of doing it. I can envision myself doing it, but just because I'm thinking about it doesn't mean it's gonna happen unless I take action, which is the main thing I have control is myself. And I have control, and there's a lot of moving parts to make that happen. Okay, that happens subconsciously. There's a lot of moving parts that happens within the body to make it happen. Okay, I have to lift up, my muscles have to activate, I have to move my bones, joints, okay, just to make this simple movement. A lot of things are happening within the body. Oh, my hand's already there. I'm gonna move it into frame, okay, just so I can do it. I have to actually, like, just to keep myself in frame, I have to shift my weight. So the goal, put my hand there. The actions were myself, boom. So the only thing I really have control over is myself. I can influence how I get to that goal. See, I can just, most people wish it was just straight up ahead, but most of the time it goes like this. Okay, and I can influence how I get there. If there's say there's something in my way, I don't know, imagine there's like a freaking yoga block here or something, I can just, there's an obstacle, I have influence of the actions I take to go over it, to get through. Okay, most people when they meet an obstacle, most people when they meet an obstacle that gets in the way, they just come back to center and they come back and they don't do anything. But you do have control of your actions, your effort, the work you put in, the consistency, which then is an influence on the goal you want to achieve. Your goal is a byproduct of the work you put in. So that's why consistency is so important. All right, so that's it. 5 mindsets to approach social media marketing. I mean, I really suggest watching this video whenever you start feeling you're trying to shortcut your success, or whenever you start feeling impatient that you're not getting the results fast enough. I'm not getting 500 followers a week. Oh no. Okay, be patient. This is the long game. You know, rewatch the mindsets, because once you acknowledge that this is not just a short-term thing, there's a lot of things that go into it, then you'll learn to be patient. The whole point of this video is to help you create a proper mindset, so that way you can that way you're not trying to shortcut anything, you're not trying to cheat yourself. You know, there's people who buy followers that looks good, they got 13k, 50k, but there's no congruency when you check out the YouTube channel or the Facebook page or anything else. What if Instagram becomes like Vine and it shuts down? I don't think it is anytime soon, because Facebook owns it and Mark Zuckerberg is just killing it. But you know, what if Facebook shuts down? What if Instagram shuts down? What about the other platforms? If you're trying to buy followers, buy fake comments, buy likes, you're only really cheating yourself. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys got any questions, feel free to leave a discussion. To make this a little bit more actionable, what's one mindset that you want to put into practice today, the next hour? Okay, so that way you start putting the things you learn into practice. You're watching this video, I taught you 5 things, and I don't expect you to do all 5 things at once. I want you to do one thing. Keep it simple. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys got any questions, let me know. Feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you got friends or family that you think will benefit from this video, make sure you share it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.